What's up, my dudes? Valkyrja, and today we're going to be going over cards that were coming out in version 3.5 of Genshin Impact, or at least supposed to. They didn't go over it in the live stream, but they did show these cards in the live stream. If you go towards the end of the live stream, you can see where they announced their new Genshin Invocation mode event coming for the version 3.5. You can see there's these cards. There is Eula, Kokomi, and Kuchosara. They are in the live stream, but they never once went over them. So special thanks for Sigma Zero for making this Genius Invocation TCG card catalog using information from Honey Impact, so I can actually sit here and have a clear, concise way to go over the cards and tell you guys what cards are coming. I will be linking this Genius Invocation TCG card catalog. Whew, that's a whole mouthful. I'm just going to say I'll be linking this card catalog in the pinned comment below. So if you guys are curious, you guys can come look yourself. But Eula is going to enable a lot of OTKs. Basically, the way Eula works is very similar to how she works in game. Whenever you use her skill, she gains Grimheart stack. After having one Grimheart stack, then using it again is going to go ahead and generate or pop the Grimheart stack and generate +2 damage. She deals 2 damage. She's a very expensive character because it's 3 energy cost on her skill, which I mean is like pretty standard for most characters. But she also costs 3 energy cost on her burst. Her burst deals 2 cryo damage and creates 1 Lightfall Sword. What Lightfall Sword does is when Eula uses a skill, this card will accumulate 2 Zeal stacks, but Eula will be unable to receive energy. End phase. This card deal 2 physical damage. Each Zeal stack adds 1 damage to this instance. So what this is going to enable is basically you set up a very big turn for Eula. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pop, hopefully, her card. After equipping this card, immediately use Glacial Illumination. When your Eula who has this card is equipped, uses Ice-type Vortex, it will generate 1 more Zeal for Lightfall Sword. So you'll deal 2 cryo damage. You're going to try to set up to where you can do 2 Ice-type Vortex in a single turn. So you're looking at trying to get around 9 cryo energy, potentially omni energy, to where you want to try to get as many Ice Tide Vortexes off in a turn, and you want to do it after popping Glacial Illumination, so you'll be able to do a giant amount of damage. You'll be able to probably kill 2 characters in a single turn using this, because it's just going to do so much damage. Let's see. So it does 2 damage. Let's say you have this active. Ice-type Vortex will generate 1 more, so you're going to generate 2 Zeal stacks per Ice-type Vortex. You use 2 Ice-type Vortexes, so you're generating 4, so 6 Zeal stacks. So at the end phase, you'll be dealing 8 damage additional to what you've already dealt that turn. Someone's dead. Someone's 100% dead. I can definitely see you killing 2 people in a single turn with Eula. But it takes a lot of setup. She has to be the only person on the field eating a lot of damage. It doesn't seem very viable, but it is a possibility. So Kokomi works almost exactly as she works in the game. Her equip card, her special card, after she equips this card, immediately use her burst. Whenever your Kokomi, who has this card equipped, uses her burst, if Valkyrja is on the field, its usages will be refreshed. That is the jellyfish. When Ceremonial Garment exists, Valkyrja deals +1 damage. Ceremonial Garment is what she gains whenever she's in her burst. So let's go ahead and go on over. Ceremonial Garment, the character to which is attached has their normal attack, deal +1 damage. After using your normal attack, heal 1 HP for all characters. Her normal attacks deal 1 damage base, so she's going to be doing 2 hydro damage. And her burst costs 3, so you basically want to try to put this down. Use the Klee card to try to funnel a lot of energy to her. That way you just pop her skill, pop her burst, and then she's going to be good to go. How long does it last? How long does Ceremonial Garment last? Ceremonial Garment doesn't say. Is it permanent? It might be permanent. Oh, no, duration 2. So you get it for 2 turns. Okay. And it'll refresh the jellyfish duration. Or you can do jellyfish 1 turn, swap, and then set up for another turn to refresh jellyfish duration. There'll be some playing around. I don't think Kokomi's going to be crazy, but she does look decent. Now, Kuchosara is the only one that I think is going to be really, really good. Comparatively, works exactly like she works in the game, once again. After Kuchosara equips this card, immediately use Subjugation, Kukosindu once, which is her burst. So once again, it's a burst equip. If a friendly Electro character has Crow Feather cover attached, their elemental skill, elemental burst deal +1 additional damage. This is going to be pretty important to remember. Right here. In phase, deal 1 electro damage, applies Crowfeather cover to a friendly active character. Deal 2 electro damage, applies Crowfeather cover to friendly active character. Crowfeather cover. When the character with this attached deals +1 elemental skill and +1 elemental burst damage. So you are going to be able to buff up your allies using her just by 1 damage. It's not as strong as Bennett's buff. But then we get into the things that look really interesting. I don't know if these are coming because I didn't see any indication inside the live stream. But if they are, this one specifically, General's Ancient Helm, is going to shake the meta up a lot. That is a very, very strong card, especially for just a 2 white cost. It's going to be really good. I'll get into it in a second. So, after another character of yours uses an elemental burst, the character to which this is attached to gains 1 energy. That's going to be pretty good. Ornate Kabuto. But then, the real good one, when action phase begins, the character to which this is attached to gains blank that provides 2 shield points. We don't have exactly what this is yet. But, basically, you're going to get 2 shield points every turn, which is ridiculously strong. That is very, very, very strong. Like, the effective amount of health you get off of this, if you can draw this turn 1, is just going to be ridiculous. The longer the match goes on, the harder you're going to be to kill because effective HP is going to keep going up, and you're going to be able to constantly generate resources off this card alone and attempt to kind of outlast and just decimate your opponent, especially if you pair this with somebody like Noelle. You put this on a Noelle deck, you put this in a mono Geo deck, which is already pretty strong at stalling. You're going to have a very, very strong deck that can just basically be extremely annoying and then very, very hard to kill. So I think this card alone, this artifact, might shake at the meta a little bit to the point where Geo can kind of peek its head through the door, because it's always been pretty strong. But I feel like this is going to be the thing that kind of straw that breaks the camel's back, that actually pushes it into competitive territory. Anyways, that's basically the video. That's right, we have Eula in 3.5. A lot of people didn't know, but there she is. But I'm pretty excited for these cards. I'm definitely going to Theorycraft decks when they come out and going to build and test just like always. I still like the TCG. It just hurts on what they did to Mago Kinki. Mago Kinki absolutely decimated. But that's the name of the game with card games. Your decks can get absolutely toasted. Happens. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.